Fellow congregation members of the church, all people do this hammer as an evil, rotten, decrepit, nose down, despicable, foul-mouthed monster. I realize that monsters like this do not have a place in heaven. And I also realize that hell simply will not have them because they don't want a motherfucker like this trying to take over. Let him mock this shit.
It's another beautiful day to be a raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring the...
Oh, you fucked me last night. You didn't give us the show last night, Facebook. So we're back for the reboot. What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live as always from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, goddammit, we're at the same fucking place we were yesterday. We're at the house, just down the street. You know the one, with the boarded up windows and the scary motherfuckers hanging out on the porch. Yeah, that one. Standing out on the front, right on the corner, is my homie Joe. He's got a fucking trench coat on. He's draped in silver and black. He's got mouths to feed. Slip him what you should. He's gonna point you in the right direction. He's gonna tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street minding your own goddamn business, a cool breeze will hit you that chills you right to your skeletal core. And you'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Oh, you goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're gonna find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction and how it was supposed to be yesterday, but Facebook's shitty ass, low budget fucking third world connection screwed that all up. So we're back again tonight for the reboot of the Raider Nation Report. So as it was yesterday, but it will be today, a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black. Now we just got warmed up last night. It was like some silver and black foreplay. I was all knee deep And who the fuck do we blame for week 4? I was, veins were popping under my hat. I was about to have an aneurysm. All crazy things was going on. And then fucking choppy connection and blah. Here we are. Here we are tonight. So I don't want to go all the way back down the rabbit hole because now we're a day later. We need to start rebooting our brain, getting ready for week 5. We can't be spending so much time on week 4. But I still see the same bullshit in the group. I still see the same bullshit on the pages. Nothing's changed. We're still, the offense gets no blame in this loss. The defense is heaping it all. Gunther needs a job, and that's all I see. That's all I see. It's the same rhetoric over and over and over again, and that's not how this game broke down, man. I'm gonna finish up my thought from yesterday on the breakdown of this game and where a lot of the fault. There's as much blame on the offensive side of the ball in the loss against the Bills as there is on the defensive side of the ball. Easily. And if you don't get that, it blows my mind. Let's start at the beginning. I'm going to speed it up because we touched on this last night. But let's start at the beginning. First quarter, what happens? You got this young dynamic offense. They're coming out. They're ready. They're ready to put points up on your ass. They're feeling 100%, man. They're 3-0. They're ready to run that ass. And your defense has been working all week. To find a way to slow this team down. So they come right out. It's 8 plays, 4 minutes, 23 seconds. They go right up on that ass. They go right up. Defense, that's all on the defense. It's all on the defense. Offense hasn't even been on the field. Hasn't got a drip of sweat on their brow. Hasn't left the bench. So how do you blame the offense? You can't. That's all on the defense. You're down 7-0. Now, what is the offense's fault is you got to come out and answer. The offense starts so slow. Like I said last night, it's like an old man waiting for the Viagra to kick in on a Saturday night, waiting for this offense to get into gear at the beginning of a game sometimes. And they started out slow again. Drive all the way down the field. 12 plays. Drive all the way down there. And kick a fucking field goal. No touchdown. Field goal. 7-3. All right. You give it back to the defense. Defense gets gashed by this dynamic offense again. They ain't quite figured it out. 11 plays, another 5 minutes off the clock. They go down, put another 14. Now you're down 14-3. So you give the ball back to the offense. All right. You guys got to do something. You see your defense is struggling, okay? I always hear that the defense has to help the offense. When the fuck does the offense have to help the defense? It goes hand in hand. It's a marriage, okay? It's a marriage. So, your team's down 14-3. Your offense gets the ball back, and what do? They drive down the field. Another 12-play drive. Fucking eats up 5 minutes and 10 seconds of clock. And what do? They kick a fucking field goal again. So now you're down 14-6. Yes, your defense gave up 14 points, but you legitimately had every opportunity in the world to put 14 points on the board yourself, and you settled for 6. Simple math here, folks. Stay with me. Simple math. So that's right there. You've put your defense in a bad spot. Now, you're down 14-6 now. Defense gets the ball back. What do? They finally get a stop. Hold them to a field goal. First stop of the game, and you give it back to the offense. And what's the offense do? They go down the field. Finally, that Viagra's kicked in like it does for Henry on a Saturday night. And bam, they go down the field and they put up points. Now it's 17-13. You're going into the half, and like I said last night, what does that do? That swings the pendulum of that big motherfucking M, momentum, into your favor. So all of a sudden, now you've pulled the game within 17-13. You've stolen momentum away from the other team. Your defense got to stop. They're feeling good about themselves. Your offense finally got in the end zone. They're feeling good about themselves. And you're going to the half fucking full on stiffy like Henry about an hour or two into Saturday night. You're feeling good. You're ready to give fucking Edna a run for her money. So now you come out of the half. You've taken momentum. You've done it all, okay? Your defense got the stop. They're feeling good. Your offense got the touchdown. They're feeling good. You've completely swung momentum. You've taken all the air out of the sails of the fucking Bills. And they're like, shit, man, we're in a game now. So you get the ball after half. You have every opportunity right now to go out and step on the throat, start to put a little pressure on the other team, start to make them get out of their fucking level of comfort and then to really game plan and put this game in a little bit of jeopardy for them. And then you go down the field again. 11 plays. 11 plays. 6 minutes, 24 seconds. You come out, you've got all the momentum in the world. We're sitting there watching like, damn, man, we got all the momentum. Look at this drive, man. It's just going and going. The clock keeps running. 6 minutes, 24 seconds off the clock, 11 plays. And what do? We put up another fucking 3. Another trip down into the red zone, and we leave with 3. How do you leave with 3? So now you're 17-16. All right. Defense is still pumped from that stop they got in the first half. Gave you the momentum. Helped you get the momentum. Helped you get going on that touchdown drive. So what do? They go out and they force a punt against this dynamic team. First one of the game. So, hey, man, you came out in the third. We gave you the opportunity to take the lead. You didn't get it done. Here you go, offense. Here's another chance. 17-16, man. Take this lead. Go down and give us 6. Fuck, go score a touchdown and go for 2. We could go for 7. Oh, my God. And what do? We go 5 plays and punt. And what happens on the very next fucking play after that? Huge pass play and we get gashed and they're down inside the red zone. And then here comes a touchdown. Do you not understand how the constant failures and the inability of the offense to score in the red zone? I don't know if it's play calling, execution of play calling. Figure it out. The offense never allows this defense to play with a lead. Ever. You can't constantly go inside the 20, inside the 10, inside the 5, and leave with fucking 3s and be competitive in 2020 in the National Football League. The National Football League now, and the rules and the way it's played, this is a fucking video game, ladies and gentlemen. This is Madden. It is geared to put up fucking points. If you're not putting up 30 points a game, you're not going to compete in this fucking league. I don't care if you want to look on the other side of the fucking field at your defense, but the defense didn't get any turnovers. You put the ball on the ground 2 fucking times and killed 2 drives. To me, that's worse than not getting any turnovers. Turnovers on defense are accounted a little different to me. Okay? When you've got a team that you haven't been able to stop the whole game, your offense has managed to scratch within a point, and you get a stop and they punt, to me, that's a fucking turnover. They just gave you the chance to take the motherfucking lead late in the third quarter of a game. What more do you want? What more do you want your defense to do? Does it always have to be a pick 6? Do they have to do the work for you? Can't they just get you the fucking ball and you do your half of the work? I know the defense ain't perfect, and I'm not letting the defense off the hook. The defense has been bad, okay? I'm not letting the defense off the hook. We brought in Collins to be something up front. He's been a disappointment, completely. Mo Hurst finally shines, and now he's on the COVID list. Cleveland Farrell has seen his time drop over the last couple weeks. He's not getting it done. Corey Littleton's been a huge disappointment that they brought in. Kwiatkowski has played well when he was in there, but he's been hurt. So it's just, we've lost Arnett. I'm not making excuses. Next man up. Every fucking other team in the league is dealing with these same problems. The same problems. So to act like these are something special to the Las Vegas Raiders, it's not the case. It's not the case. So equal blame. Equal blame on both sides of the ball in week 4. Equal blame. Who the fuck do we blame? Everybody. And probably coaching more than anything. Now, just because I mentioned the ineptitude of the offense to score in the red zone, a certain percentage of people will automatically assume that means Derek Carr. Oh, he's just being a fucking Carr hater. Fucking Carr hater. That's not the case. Derek Carr threw for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. However, he made some stupid fucking decisions that everybody seems to want to not point out. One of them, which is one of the dumbest decisions that I'd seen him make this season, quite frankly, and luckily it was glossed over because they blew an inadvertent whistle too fucking early. He's getting tackled, taken to the ground, and tries to basically pitch the ball mid-sack to one of his fucking linemen. Luckily, the whistle was blown before that happened, but you just gotta know at a 6-year veteran in the league, man, that you can't do stupid shit like that. That's shit you see rookies do. You running and throwing back across the field. That's like dumb shit rookies do. You don't pitch the ball as you're getting sacked to the ground to the first fucking black jersey you see. You see that, and so that one, yeah, I don't blame the fumble on him that the fucking guy goes around the end and gets the fucking clean strip. Those aren't the ones I blame on him. It's dumbass shit like that. Dumb plays like that. I mean, when you've got announcers that are making comments about he's sneaky athletic, and every time he runs, that they're just shocked. He's fast, man. He's got some wheels. He doesn't use his tools properly sometimes. He has them. He's frustrating. He's a frustrating quarterback. He really, really is. I think that's probably the best term I could use for Derek Carr right now. He's frustrating. He's frustrating to watch. In one moment, he'll look like he could be the next fucking greatest thing since sliced bread, and then you're like, oh, fuck. Again? I went and watched one of my post-game reactions that popped up in my memories today. It was from 2 years ago, the same time 2 years ago. And I went and scrolled through the comments in the show, and the comments were damn near exactly the same as they are this year. It was interesting. 2 years, and hasn't a lot changed. Hasn't a lot changed. It's... week 5. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. I wanted to get all the way through my thought because I kind of got cut off last night. There's a lot of blame to go around in what has happened over the past 2 weeks. These were very winnable games. Very winnable games. I think coaching is as much to blame right now as anything. But I question trying to cut off Gunther's head a little bit because he's dealing with a lot of injuries to key positions on the defense and a scheme that he's trying to implement with. The defense had a much larger overhaul than the offense. Offense changed, plugged in some key players in the identified spots that needed it, but the defense got a much bigger overhaul. I don't necessarily think it's the scheme a lot in what Paul Gunther's got going on. It's some shitty fucking play by the defensive players. It's not always the coach. And on the offensive side of the ball, I don't quite think it's the same thing, man. I am really concerned about the offense and the play calling and the type of offense that we are currently running. It concerns me. It's a little archaic, man. It's a little fucking early 2000s. It's a little 90s. So, it worked before, but NFL coaches typically have not had a lot of success duplicating what they did the first fucking time round. Okay, Joe Gibbs, Bill Parcells, I mean, these all guys all try and go and recreate greatness at other fucking places, and it usually doesn't work out. It doesn't work out very well. Typically for most of these other guys. Dick Vermeil tries to fucking jump across the fucking state of Missouri and get the shit done. It just doesn't work that way. You can't just jump around. So, and use the same thing, man. You've got to adapt. You've got to be a little bit of a chameleon in this league. You've got to learn to adapt. And I don't know if Gruden's adapting enough. I don't know if Gruden's adapted enough, man. Here's the thing. Everybody wants to look at Carr and how much Carr's getting paid and this and that and blah, 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 blah. Oh, but he's missing fucking Ruggs the third. Oh, he's missing Edwards. They're two fucking rookies that have barely got their fucking dick wet in the NFL, and you're gonna fucking hold it against because we're missing these guys? Like, are you fucking kidding me? They're not. They haven't done that much yet. Not to fucking hamper and cripple this offense. The offense seems to be going out, and it seems to be able to move itself down the field fairly efficiently the majority of the time. Where does the problem come in? It comes in finishing the fucking deal and putting real points on the board. That's where the problem seems to come in. So that makes me wonder if the players on the fucking field are able to take the ball and put together 11 play drives, 6 minutes, 24 seconds for a field goal. 12 plays, 5 minutes, 10 seconds for a field goal. 12 plays, 5 minutes, 35 seconds for a field goal. Those players, you're telling me, that got a fucked up offensive line, they've got missing their top 2 wide receivers, this and that, they're going against these tough defenses, all this bullshit. They're still able to put together clock-eating, long fucking drives. But what happens? These same players can't fucking score. That tells me I don't like the plays that are getting put in the huddle, man. I don't know if I like the plays that are getting put in the huddle, because there's a disconnect somewhere, and we can't just keep blaming the quarterback. You can't always just blame the quarterback, because I'm not a fucking stats guy. I don't give fucking stiffies off of stats. But when you're trying to get down and drive down on a point, and you look at the completion percentage of Derek Carr. Look at the completion percentage of Derek Carr. Where you ask him to throw the ball, he completes it. Where you ask him to throw the ball, he completes it. So if you ask him to throw the ball to the right fucking guy, against the right defense, in the right scheme, in the fucking red zone, he'll complete the fucking ball. Do you get where I'm going? You picking up what I'm laying down? I'm starting to sway to the side of the argument that this is a fucking problem of a stale-ass offensive fucking game plan and an expired system that may need to be updated. What the fuck, are you still running Windows 1? Man, there ain't even no support for that shit no more. Come on, man. We can't be rocking fucking like it's 1999. Prince ain't even alive no more. Let's get the shit updated, alright? I think that's our biggest problem right now. I think that's the biggest problem, is we've got a coach who's very cerebral, but he's been out of the league a long time, and he's trying to spin the same fucking yarn that he did the last time he was in the league, and I don't know if it's going to work a second time. So when we look at how much everybody else is getting paid, we seem to forget Chucky's getting $10 million a year peeled off. He's getting fat paid, man. Fat paid. Do you believe in what he's running right now? Because I'm telling you, man, we're still deep in offensive line. I talked about it all offseason. I thought we were going to go deep in offensive line because we were going to make sure we didn't have injury issues. The offensive line hasn't been that bad. Jacobs, even though they've keyed on the last couple games, he's still doing okay. We were in the red zone and kicked so many field goals this last game. So many field goals. We had the entire third quarter to seize the game. The entire third quarter. And it was the ineptitude of the offense. The inability of the offense to get it done and help this defense seal a win. It's frustrating to watch. It's frustrating to watch. All right. Enough of that. Let's move on. First off, I want to thank our sponsors, our 2 official sponsors here at Raider Reaction, RaiderNationStore.net, check out RaiderNationStore.net, man. Ralph has all kinds of fire silver and black shit up there. He's got all the new patches, the inaugural season patches. He's got 2020 Vegas patches. He's got all kinds of new cards up in there, flags, t-shirts, man. He's got all kinds of shit. RaiderNationStore.net and modo/sports.com. MODO/sports.com. The official sports apparel company of the Violator. You know who the Violator is. Fucking come on, man. Shoulder pads and spikes. Raider Nation OG Hall of Famer. It's the official sports apparel company. Those guys are official sponsors here at Raider Reaction, and they help supply all the prizes for our supporter raffle on the first Thursday of every month. If you're not an official supporter of Raider Reaction, you need to become one so that you can tune in on the first Thursday of every month. Same Raider time, same Raider channel. And man, what we give away? 17 silver and black prize packs with prizes from RaiderNationStore.net, Motorsports.com, and Raider Reaction last Thursday. 17 prize packs. If you're not, I'm telling you what, Ralph just hit me up. We got a huge prize pack, or a huge shipment of raffle items coming from RaiderNationStore.net for the next couple months raffles. I just got new stuff in at the beginning of the week from motorsports.com. So the next couple raffles are stocked already. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss out on the next couple. They're going to be badass. So become an official supporter of Raider Reaction. Go to RaiderReaction.com, click on the supporters tab, or click that blue button at the top of the Raider Reaction Facebook page. Get that shit done, man. Come to the dark side. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Raider Reaction Webcasts. And we got one more thing. We're just getting kicked off. Our latest in-season contest. And here's a little cherry on top for that contest. It's a big badass Raider box that we're giving away for our 2020 in-season Madden PS4, Madden 21 double elimination tournament. So if you think you got a little stick on them games, you think you got fucking tricky thumbs, you think you can play some PS4, Madden 21, you got a little game? Send your email to Raider Reaction and let's get you in this tournament. If you win the big badass Raider box every round of this tournament from RaiderNationStore.net, Motorsports.com, and Raider Reaction, we're going to throw stuff in there. Stickers, fucking face masks, face shields, flags, patches, cards, all kinds of shit. Every round, we're going to throw shit in this big badass Raider box. And the grand prize winner, the champion of the tournament, is going to win that. And the cherry on top of that big badass Raider box is an autographed cleat from Darren Waller, certificate JSA on the back. That's the cherry on top. So you're going to, if you win it all, you get this big fucking badass Raider box full of silver and black swag, plus the autographed Darren Waller cleat. And if you're runner-up, we got a prize pack for you as well. There just ain't no fucking autographed cleat in it. You don't get that. Sorry. So if you want to get in, you think you got a little game, you got them tricky thumbs, message the page, get your email in so we can get your invoice sent out. It is a $30 buy-in to get in. We got about half the league, over half the league of invoices sent out. I'd say about a third of the league locked in and confirmed. We're adding people into the group. Anybody got updates on Burfict? Yeah, he's holding down a bar stool somewhere. Because ain't nobody going to pay that guy for a 1-week rental. Nope. Ain't going to happen, man. That guy's one hit away from being thrown out and ain't nobody going to pay him. It's unfortunate, but he did it to himself. This ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna happen.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. You understand?
Damn straight. Damn straight. And it's the season, man. This is my forum. It's real, it's raw, it's uncensored. Nobody's standing here telling me what I can say or what I can't say. I'll say whatever the fuck I want to say. But you should also have a forum just like that. That's real, that's raw, it's uncensored, where you can speak about your team. That you can converse about the team that you love, that you bleed for, in the manner that you feel fit. Who the fuck am I to tell you how you should talk about your team? It's not up to me. So we provide you a forum called the Raider Reaction Empire. Come to the dark side. It's real, it's raw, it's uncensored. It's not one of those bitch-ass groups where the admins are going to come mute people for 3 days. They're tapping you on the shoulder. You can't say that. How dare you post that? Did you say fuck? There's none of that. We encourage the word fuck. It's a garnish. So, join the dark side. It's the Raider group that you should be in. So come on over. We've been expecting you. And while you're there, become an official supporter of Raider Reaction so you can get in on the next raffle. Because, you know, we want you in on the next raffle. We can give away prizes. And you can win some prizes. So, now, moving on, I like to look at the power rankings. And I pick a ranking every season to follow. All the way through start to finish. And they're all stupid. Rankings are fucking subjective. And they honestly don't mean shit. But what they do mean and what they do show you is how you are viewed by the general public of the rest of the league. How you're perceived. And so I like to go with ESPN, the worldwide leader in bullshit, all sports bullshit. I like to go with them. They're a good barometer for just where we're kind of gauged. A few weeks ago, we were 17th on the ESPN power rankings. Then they get the win against the Saints, starts with an S, Saints, and you jump up to 13. Then you lose to the fucking Cheatriots, you drop to 15, and now you're back down to 17. So you just went, doot, doot. It was just like a little blip, a little heartbeat on your fucking EKG. And now we're back to 17. So we didn't gain any ground over the 3-week period, but we didn't lose any really either. We're kind of middle of the road team. The league doesn't know what the Raiders are yet. They've got an offense that shows you they can put up points the first 2 games, and then they show you that they can't hang with half-ass decent teams the next 2 games. So they fucking Jekyll and Hyde a little bit. Jekyll and Hyde. Nobody's really sure. So that 17 ranking kind of shows you right where this team is, man. Right where this team is. And when you go look at the standings of the National Football League, the Raiders are right in the mix of everything, man. They're right in what would be the wild card race if you were to cut this shit off right now. What everybody seems to forget is there are 7 spots this year. There is an extra wild card. So the Raiders would have been in the conversation towards the end of the season last year even longer, even though they were just fucking nosediving at the end of the year. They still would have been in the conversation much longer and had a chance much later into the season. So that all changes this year with the addition of adding that extra wild card spot. It's a fair way to put it, Brian. We're a little fucking bipolar. So we are a little bipolar. So the big news of the last couple days. And to wrap that up with the ranking and currently where we are after 4 weeks of play, have a 27.3% chance to make the playoffs. Currently where you're sitting right now at 2-2. Now, no division games played, so we're about to figure out what this team really is here over probably the course of the next month. You got the bye week in there, so you're going to start to get guys healthy. Ruggs the third, Trent Brown, their guys are back in. They were back in practice today, so that's positive. I'm just concerned about Ruggs the third because it's a hamstring knee type issue. When you start talking hamstrings with speed guys, those motherfuckers nag around all year long, man. They're like turf toes for running backs. It's hard to go away. The only way they get healthy is rest. And you go back out there too early, and then you fuck it up again, and then now you've started the wait time back over again, and it's just a vicious fucking cycle, and some guys fight that all fucking year long. I don't want to see Ruggs the third in his first season deal with that. So if it requires sitting him for a little longer to make sure he's healthy, then man, I'm not so sure I'm not opposed to that, if you know what I'm saying. I just don't know if I'm opposed to that. So, moving on. Big news over the past couple days. Darren Waller picks up a $30,000 fine for being at a charity event with no mask on. Now, I know everybody's like, oh, it's just a fucking mask, blah, 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 blah. Okay. You have to understand what the National Football League has to lose right now. You're seeing the NBA finish up their season in the bubble. You've seen the NHL have an amazing, successful run in their bubble sites. The Major League Baseball right now is knee deep in the playoffs, and the NFL does not want to be the one when they are the big dog on the block, the big dog in the world as far as professional sports leagues kind of go, and they don't want to be the one that pisses down their leg in front of the world. So this is a big deal to them. And they're trying to drive it home to their players that, hey, we didn't stick you in a bubble. We're trying to allow you to be responsible, but you got to do the fucking rules that that are set forth for you. And this is what we're telling you to do. And I don't see an issue with that. These guys they're employed by the league. This is a fucking employer mandate. Wear the fucking shit. So, regardless of what you think about it and that doesn't really matter. If they're mandating you to wear a fucking derby hat, then just wear the fucking derby hat. That's what your boss is telling you to do. Sorry. It's league rules. Everyone wears the fucking derby hat. Do it. You don't get fined. So I don't really have a lot of fucking sympathy on that one. I honestly don't. Especially when you got a fucking guy on your own team, Mo Hurst, who just goes on the fucking COVID list. Come on. Yes, Ruggs was at practice. So was Trent Brown. Ruggs the third, Trent Brown sighting. At practice? Yes. On Wednesday. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Canyon Stone. This other thing. Gosh, man, I just don't understand. You see the defense that has a little trouble, and I've seen these stories over the past couple of days. I've seen names thrown out like the Raiders should go out and call fucking up Weddle. We should go fucking go call Earl Thomas. Do you realize there are teams that are straight up boycotting having Earl Thomas, the thought of him even being added to their team, and people are saying they want Earl Thomas brought in. And Eric Weddle didn't want to be a Raider the last fucking go-round when he was in the free agent market. He wanted nothing to do with us. Fuck him and his beard. Don't bring that bitch-ass motherfucker in here. He's washed up as fucking recycled goods, sat out on the curb in a fucking hefty bag with a twist tie on it. And you want to rip that shit open? Got anything good in there? Maybe we can find some safeties in week 5. Come the fuck on, man. It's week 5 and you want to go digging through trash. You get the hell out of here. Man, come on. Why don't you give this team a minute to gel before we start sticking, expired goods, fucking curdled milk? Come on, man. Get out of here. Quit digging for diamonds in other people's trash. How many fucking diamonds have you found digging in trash ever? No. All people digging in trash are motherfuckers that are just trying to survive. Just trying to live. That's who's digging in trash. So if you're going to dig in trash for some old safeties, you're just trying to live. You're just trying to survive. And if we're in that situation in week 5, we're fucked. And I don't think that's the case. We've got Jonathan Abrams still. I'm not out. Jonathan Abrams a hitter, man. But he's got to reel it back just a little bit. Just a little. But he's not going to survive. His shelf life is not going to be very long, man. Like fucking chipped collarbone, blew his shit up last year. Now he's got a chipped collarbone, separated joint already. He's fucking himself up. He's a concern for me. I like the way he plays, but your style is almost detrimental to longevity. But Eric Harris has caught a little bit of the brunt of a lot of what's going on. He's been on the bad end of a couple of these big plays. But, it's hard to play defense in the National Football League. And we're going up guys against Diggs and shit. I mean, these guys are good. They don't suck. And sometimes they just make a good play, man. So, I don't know. Joyner, it's just... Just defensive back, I thought would be a lot stronger than it currently has been. I think Trayvon Mullins played great. I think anybody that's shitting on him doesn't understand fucking football. That guy's playing great. He just needs somebody on the other side to help hold up the other side. Vontaze Burfict. What do you think Vontaze Burfict's going to do, Santiago? I'm curious. You bring Vontaze Burfict in. I'm not even opposed. I said in the offseason that I'm not opposed to bringing Vontaze Burfict in. But if you bring Vontaze Burfict in, here's what you got to do. You have to bring him in on this contract that basically pays him game to fucking game and is so fucking incentive laden that I don't think the guy ever signs it. That's the only way you could bring him in. You can't bring him in paying him very much and paying him a guaranteed amount over the course of a season. Because he ain't going to make it, man. He ain't going to make it. As soon as Vontaze Burfict signs his name to a contract, the fucking bat phone in Roger Goodell's fucking office rings immediately. As soon as the last letter of his name is finished on the piece of paper, the phone in Goodell's office rings, and he's like, who? Burfict? And he's on the other phone immediately to the fucking officials, the head of officials, and he's like, if that motherfucker so much as fucking breaks wind in the wrong manner, he's gone. And that's what you're dealing with. So he's going to go out there. His last stint with the Raiders, he was so unfairly judged. The hits that he was scrutinized for weren't even bad. He's just got such a bad... Dude, there's a bad taste. That's just a bad name, man. That's like, you just say certain names and the officials, just the hair stands perfect. The hair stands up on their neck. So, he would be, man, I'm telling you, he's at best, if you brought him in, at best, 4 games. 4 games. That's at best. And I bet he doesn't make it 2. I bet he doesn't make it 2. And they're just going to be like, God damn it, Vontaze. Get the fuck out of here, man. Well, please. Just don't even come over here, man. Just get the fuck out of here. The rest is going to be like, dude. He's going to walk over to him. That's all he's going to do. He's just going to put his hand on his shoulder and say, dude. And just shake his head at him. And then just be the end of it. Dude. I got nothing to say. And Vontaze probably wouldn't even say nothing either. He's like, that's why nobody's calling, man. Why do you think he's not on anybody else's team? It ain't just the Raiders. It ain't just the Raiders that didn't sign Navarro Bowman, that didn't sign Perry Riley Jr., that didn't sign all these other busted-ass linebackers everybody wanted to bring back. Oh, why do we bring him back? The same reason the other 31 fucking teams didn't. Because he's not worth bringing back. Like I said, leave that shit on the curb. Leave the twist tie on it. Don't begin with the smell test, okay? There's a reason it was in the bag and tied up to begin with. Let's leave it there. Vontaze Burfict's in there, stuffed in that bag right next to Eric Weddle and Earl Thomas and his brother. Earl's wife might be in there too. Just saying. Alright, moving on. Queefs preview. Preview of the fucking Queefs. Preview of the Queefs. This is the wrong game at the wrong time for our team. I'm concerned for this game. The only thing I like about this game is on the back side of this game, you're looking at a bye week and then a primetime game that you're going to be able to gear up 2 weeks for at home. I like that. So I like the back side of this. I like the fact that it's your first divisional game. It's going to be tough. It's not looking like a good matchup. But one caveat I want to throw out there. What we saw last week was a big positive. New England gave you the game plan of how to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. He gave you the game plan. Gave you the recipe. They came in with fucking Brian Hoyer. And they were in that game. if Brian Hoyer just doesn't absolutely trip completely all over his fucking dick at the one point in the game and just completely fucking gaff that, I don't know what the fuck that guy was thinking. They actually at one point had a chance to take a little bit of control of that game. It was at hand. They showed you how to slow them down, how to neutralize some of the things Mahomes does. They showed you how. And we're coming in with a little better quarterback than Brian fucking Hoyer. Okay, just a little bit better. I mean, Derek Carr he hasn't thrown a pick this season. The guy has been deadly accurate. The play calling right now needs to catch up with the play of our quarterback. I honestly, as I've been watching, I tell you what, man. I've watched a considerable amount of coaching tape over the last couple of days in my spare time. Because I've been trying to figure out for myself. Because, everybody asks me these questions, and, and I appreciate it, because you wouldn't ask me if you didn't value my opinion, so I appreciate you asking me questions, and I like to, if you ask me, I want to give you my opinion, and I always like to have an educated opinion. I will never come on here and try to spew shit that I haven't researched. You have no idea. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monitors right here of fucking everything that I need at my fingertips, and, 2 fucking keyboards, 2 mouses. I can, I make sure I got it before I spit it out. I've done my research ahead of time. So, I looked at this coaching tape, and I think a lot of it is play calling, man. A lot of it's play calling. When I just take this last game, for instance, and I see an offense that is able to go sustain these long drives, eating up a ton of clock, go all the way down. You're able to drive inside the 20, the 10, the 5. There's no reason that same offense can't punch it in. What happens to that offense when they get in the red zone? I believe it's the play calling. I think we're out thinking. We're trying to be a little too cerebral. We're trying to be too fucking cute sometimes when we get down there. We're way too conservative, for one. Way too conservative in the red zone. Way too conservative. You've got to have a little more, I don't know, a little more intestinal fortitude. When you get down there inside the 5, you realize you have all the momentum on your side. Everything's going your way. You just got to know when to pull the trigger and punch the motherfucker in, man. You just got to know when to do that. You just got to know when to pull the trigger. So this is a big game. It's a big game. But if you lose this game, do not lose your motherfucking mind, Raider Nation. You're going into 2 weeks to plan for a primetime game that I believe is a very winnable game that will bring you back to 3-3, or if you can get shit done, we'll put you at 4-2. Do I think the Chiefs game is a winnable game? Abso-fucking-lutely. There is not any given Sunday that I do not give the team that I love, the franchise that I follow. I fucking 150% believe that the Raiders can win every fucking week before that fucking kickoff flies, man. If you ask me, and you could hook me up to a fucking polygraph on every finger and fucking one on each thumb, fucking put them on my toes, tag one to my dick, I don't care, and ask me before the ball flies on any given Raider game, do you think the Raiders will win? And I'll say yes, and I'll pass that motherfucker on every goddamn polygraph test, because to my heart, to my core, I believe the Raiders will win every game, and they have a chance to win on any given Sunday, because there is not a team in the National Football League that can't win on any given Sunday. Period. So if you don't believe that your team can't go out there, that you don't believe that this guy can slip, trip, throw a pick, fucking stumble, fumble, do things, are you crazy? This is football, man, and it's a fucking weird-shaped fucking melon they throw around out there, and that bitch bounces all sorts of funny ways, and strange things happen. There's little zebra motherfuckers out there running around that throw little yellow flags. There's all kinds of variables to this game. You watch the Patriots team with Brian fucking Hoyer make the Chiefs look pedestrian for a large part of that game. It can be done. Oh, it can be done. You better believe it. 100%. I believe that they can win this game. So now it's time. It's time for that little...
What?
Yo, yeah. It's time for that little segment of the show.
What?
That little segment that I like to call the WTF. Now, you heard me earlier in the show. I was telling you about our group, advertising our group, the group that you should be in, the Raider group that was made for you because you belong on the dark side. You should have a real, raw, uncensored forum to speak your fucking mind, like the Raider Reaction Empire, the official group of Raider Reaction. The dark side, come on over. We've been expecting you. We got cookies, fucking bong rips. We got all the shit you need. Come on over. But what's been going on in the group lately, man? Now, we advertise it. Real, raw, uncensored. Place to speak your mind. The admins do not come in. We don't censor people. We don't fucking mute people. We don't do any of that dumb shit. If you get thrown out of there, you basically gotta be fucking retarded. One of them droolers when you need a fucking bucket under your chin. You gotta be one of those guys to get tossed. So, when we advertise it as that, we tell you it's the dark side of Raider Nation. This ain't the happy fucking pom-pom waiver podcast. This isn't Raider Nation pom-pom podcast where we fucking go raw. We just sit here and we fucking cheer everybody. He'll do better next week. That's okay, fellas. We don't do that shit, alright? It's a commitment to excellence. Just win, baby. It ain't a fucking bumper sticker, motherfuckers. Remember what that shit means. God damn. When the fuck did Raider Nation start forgetting what the fuck just win, baby means? Pride and poise. Commitment to excellence. That shit means something, god damn it. It ain't a fucking t-shirt. It just ain't some fucking slogans they put on bumper stickers. That shit means something. That's a fucking credo, man. That's a fucking way of life. So when we bring you in a group like this, and you join a group like this, you walk through the fucking big sign, this is real, raw, uncensored, welcome to the fucking dark side. We even fucking walk you in with a fucking video that tells you how fucking uncensored it is, it's a place to speak your mind, and then you're gonna put up posts bitching and moaning about everybody's fucking opinions, and how, oh my god, this guy, his words hurt me. He hurt me with his words that he typed. You're gonna cry about being in an uncensored forum. Dude, that's like fucking bitching about seeing a nipple at the strip joint. You fucking sorry ass motherfuckers, man. What the fuck? You're gonna come in an uncensored group and cry about it being uncensored. And then you're gonna post these departure posts. What the fuck are these, man? But nobody cares that you're leaving. Get the fuck out. I could care less. Don't tell me you're leaving. I don't give a fuck. Don't let the fucking door hit you. Walk the plank, motherfucker. Jesus Christ, I hope there's sharks when you hit the fucking water. What the fuck? God, I'm telling you, the kind of guys that get pissed if they saw a nipple at a strip joint. That's what type of guys these are. I'm telling you, some of this new generation Raider Nation that's coming up. Wait. I'm telling you, OGs, take a motherfucker, take one of these little fuckers under your wing, please. One of you OG Raider Nations, veterans, you've been around 10, 20 years in the game, man. Take one of these little motherfuckers under your wings. These new little fucking millenniums, Generation Zs, whatever the fuck they call themselves. Take one of these little motherfuckers under your wing and teach them the ways of the nation. Because goddamn, man. It's fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. You're going to come in an uncensored group and bitch about other people's opinions. Man. It's like going to a strip joint and bitching about a nipple. I swear to God, I don't know how else to describe it. Oh my God! A nipple! Damn! Good Lord.
Damn!
Fucking clowns. What the fuck? Hey, make sure to follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Everybody needs a good Twitter, man. A good Twitter will set your day off right. I like a good Twitter in the morning myself. YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe. Raider Reaction Webcasts. And come to the real, raw, uncensored group, official group of Raider Reaction, the Raider Reaction Empire. Come to the dark side. But most importantly, become an official supporter of Raider Reaction and help us continue to paint the world silver and black. We got a lot coming for you this 2020 season. We're going to keep bringing the fire, man. We've got our post-game reactions. Tomorrow night, Prime will be back with Fantasy Island. Big L's afternoon drive in the afternoon to take you home on the end of your day of work. And then Friday, Black Friday morning show. End it off with Black Friday, and then right into the game day weekend, man, and game day coverage and all of that. So, if you want to become an official supporter of Raider Reaction, qualify yourself to win every single prize on the first Thursday of every month on our Reaction Shop raffles. We gave away 17 prize packs last Thursday on the first Thursday of October. We're going to do it again the first Thursday of November. RaiderNationStore.net, Motosports.com, as well as Raider Reaction. We kick in a bunch of stuff. And if you're interested in getting in the Madden 21 Double Elimination Tournament on PS4, then Bill's Mafia ain't taking over anything, you fucking sorry-ass motherfucker. Who's the one Bill's Mafia take over the group? Look at this guy. Like he's some sort of fucking social media Pied Piper. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking douchebag. Stepping in here like you're fucking somebody. You ain't nobody. Fucking Bill's Mafia. You guys are fucking sorry. The only reason you're the Bill's Mafia is you got nothing else to do up there in that fucking wasteland of the fucking country. Up there in the fucking frozen tundra. Backwoods ass fucking part of the... Get the fuck up there, man. Nobody gives a shit about you motherfuckers. There's a fucking entire generation of fucking little African kids and fucking entire families that grew up wearing your shit. Why? Because you guys are a shit stain on the fucking history of the NFL. That's what the Bills are. You kitty table dwelling motherfuckers, you'll never get the fuck off there. You're all some sorry bitches. Oh, I won a game in week 4 of the regular season. Congratulations. That's a bitch ass fan base right there. That fucking, you want to have a fucking parade for a week 4 victory. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, go watch some film of your history, you fucking jag-off. Jesus Christ. You guys are a shit stain of the league. And you're going to step in here. You're just like a more cold version of the Browns, man. Don't get too fucking excited. Or we're going to take over your group, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like we're not gonna look at your fucking profiles and see your stupid ass fucking Bill shit all over it. Like we're that fucking stupid, man. We're not as stupid as your old ladies, and we're not gonna let you slam us through a fucking table, you dumb motherfuckers. God damn. Where do you find women that are stupid enough to let you slam them through tables? I guess in Buffalo. That's where you find them. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.